In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the microboard's Orbit II CD Duplicator. This unit is probably 5 to 6 years old, something like that. I can't say exactly when we got this unit, but in our business we were using several of these, 3 or 4 of them, to burn CDs, and a couple of years ago we stopped using them. Some were sold. This one was just discovered, and I've tested it with a couple of CDs, and for the most part it works. There's a couple of, actually there's one issue that I've noticed, but otherwise it does seem to work. So I want to demonstrate just what it can do and how it turns on and goes through the task of burning a CD. So the first thing we'll do is power the unit on. It comes with a brick and it's got an off on, so we go ahead and turn this on. At this point the screen will then boot up its firmware, and it's got a couple of system checks that it does. Attempts to clear out any rogue CDs that might be in the system. Then you get a message on here that says copy CD to CD. If we hit yes, it will open up this tray, and I've got a CD pop in there. We then hit yes, it pulls the CD in. Now at this point you probably should have some CDs ready to burn in this hopper here. I believe this can hold 50 CDs. But I'm leaving it open because sometimes the CD drawer that comes out gets jammed. It's happened once or twice since I started using it for this demonstration, and the drawer just doesn't come out. If you pull it out, it seems as if it works fine, but sometimes it doesn't come out. So then I pulled it after I noticed it getting stuck. It came out, and it goes through the process of burning the CDs fine. So I guess that's a sign that that burner over there has got an issue. I don't know if it's just needs some lubrication. You know, this unit hasn't been used for a couple of years, so maybe it's just a little stiff, for lack of a better way to describe it. Maybe it's on its last legs. Maybe it's gonna not function after a week of using it. I don't know. This unit's being sold as is, and if anyone knows anything about these units, I do believe these CD burners can get changed out. In fact, I know they can, because I remember that being an issue over the years. Sometimes they would burn out, and we get them serviced, they would replace that. So I do believe for the most part it's in really good shape, except for that tray. Right now it's still going through a series of checks as it reads the master CD. It says CD extra 706 megabytes. Okay, so now it's trying to get the CD. So that tray is functioning. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple in here. And this time when it tries again, hopefully we'll have at least a couple in there for it. So now it says add disk and press yes. It's going to go ahead and clear the loader. Now through this hole I can see the tray just came out, so it's functioning pretty well now. Now it's coming back out, and CD just dropped in, and it looks like it's going to start to burn. So that CD drawer is working, and I don't really have a lot of time to sit here and keep videotaping hoping that it doesn't work. I'm just going to mention it in the auction listing, and obviously I've mentioned it in this video, so that if anyone is interested in getting it, they're aware of that condition, because it did get stuck. Again, hadn't used it in a couple of years, and maybe that's all it was, I don't know. But as you can see, it's starting to copy, and it's going through its motions. I'm going to let it burn entirely for the sake of this video, so it doesn't appear that I'm editing something out showing it doesn't work. And let's see, it's finishing up that job right there. As it says, it's at 99%. Now it's writing the lead out. When the CD is complete, we'll spit it out over here and move on to the next one if you've got any more in the tray, or I should say in the hopper, ready to drop down. And that's what it's done as it begins its next burning job. Burner also has, I should say the microboards Orbit 2 also has a tray on the right hand side, and that one is used for CDs that are bad, that don't burn right, when it's clearing the hopper, etc. So I'm going to let this burn through its cycle, and for the sake of the video I will edit this part out, and then at the end what I'm going to do is shut it off and reboot it, with a close-up of the screen so that you can see the firmware that's on the system. Okay, so here's a close-up of the screen, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it on so you can see the firmware that's booting on there. I suspect some people may be interested in this unit that know the system, and that firmware might be handy in gauging its value, its age, whether it can be fixed, all those kind of things. And there you have it. That's the screens that you see. As I said before, that one tray, this tray seems to work fine, but that tray inside the unit did get stuck a couple of times when I first started using it. It's not been an issue since, so I don't know. Maybe it was something that's not going to be a problem, but I just want everyone to be aware of it.